Hey writers, I'm back for a third and final video to go along with this week's writing. Again, we are still working on Unit 4, fiction writing, and this week we've started writing a series. So today we're going to work more. We're going to work session 7 of Unit 4. And the topic today is introducing your character in book 1 of a series. And more importantly, what does your reader want to know? Now, I know you're going to say, yes, I've already written for 2 days about my character, and I've already started my series. Today, you are going to have to stop and think though. We are actually not going to write book 3 in your series. We're going to stop, we're going to go back, we're going to reread and revise some of our work. In other words, today we will go back and see if our characters and ideas will truly work for a series. Today, we are going to go back and read your stories. You're going to try and decide if the book you are writing sounds as if it could be the first book in a series, or if it is more of a later book in the series. So writers, right now, I need you to gather your stories and see if they are in good order. Or do you need an extra bit of work in your first book? Today's main teaching point is this. Writers, today, you have a very important job that series writers often tell a lot of important details about their characters in book 1 of the series. This will help readers understand the character and especially understand it as books continue in a series. When I was planning this lesson and reading about what writers do in opening books of series, I began thinking about the Bruce book series some more. In the Bruce series, I was wondering when and how did Bruce become the mother to the geese? So I started looking through all the books in the series, and guess what? Sure enough, Bruce became the mother of the geese, which he remains the mother of the geese in all stories, in book 1. The book was even titled Mother Bruce. Writers, a lot of information goes into the first book of a series. The first book is where the author says, here are the things you need to know about this character. These are things that might include who the character is, where the character lives, what is the character like. We call these details that go in book 1 of a series. You, in your plans for the week, have a chart that will help you remember all these things. Some other things that go into book 1. How does the character feel? Who is the character's best friend, or who are the character's best friends? How does the character end up in a place? Or what place are they in? How does character become friends with other characters? Today, I'm going to ask you to go back and reread both of your stories in your series so far to see if you've answered those questions. But as I was doing that, I was thinking about my own writing, my writing about Nellie. And I was trying to decide if I've done all the things I've asked you to do. So, I'm going to go back and reread and see if I have things such as, does my character have a friend? Do we know how my character feels? Do we know where my character lives? And other details that will help my reader know what to expect in future books. Well, after rereading my story about Nellie, I've determined I've answered some of the things that a reader would like to know in a first book of a series, but I've also determined that I need to add some more things. I think the readers picked up that my main character was Nellie and that she had a pet, a sidekick, Peanut. But I don't think I gave enough information about where she lived or who she lives with, or that she's kind of famous for being nosy and a nudge and kind of can always find trouble. So today I need to go back and I need to rewrite chapter 1. I need to give my reader more details about Nellie so that in the future they have an idea of what Nellie is always going to do in the upcoming stories. And guess what? You're going to do this today too. It's your turn, writers. Today, I challenge you to go back and reread the stories 1 and 2 probably, in your series that you've written so far. Then, I ask you to go work on a new book 1. In book 1, your job is to help the readers get to know the character that will be seen in the rest of the story. Good luck. Use your anchor charts. Teach us about your character. Ready, set, write.